Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Aimo hosting another Casual Esports Amateur League match tonight. And we should have a good one coming at you here. We have the Guardian Gaming versus the Dandelion Knights. Both these teams got some pretty veterans of the CEAL community. As we see, the pick bans have already started. That's what I like to see. Games starting pretty much on time. Technical problems, I think, was basically on my end. And the reason why you didn't get a slight heads up notification on when we started, when we went live, but we're there now. So that's good to see. Good to see happening as everything is clicking on through. So welcome to the Tuesday night cast. Hopefully everyone's had a good day here. As we see the pick bans, you know, Wukong Jin, Master Yi banned out by GG. TDK banned Seraphine. That's super impressive ban right there because she is ridiculously kind of overpowered and definitely needs some tweaks. They want her to be mid lane, they have to adjust her her utility, and if they want her to be a support, they need to adjust her damage. As Victor and Caitlyn are the other bans coming out on side of TDK. So very different bans that we've seen coming out of Pro Player or the other divisions lately. I can't remember the last division I cast, but this is what I like about CEAL is every division has its own unique meta and playstyle with the top picks sort of sprinkled in, but with 150 plus champions, let's try and see if we can get as many of them as possible pick banned across the league here. So things are coming out now. This matchup is between Guardian Gaming is 6-2 coming into this match tonight, while TDK is 2-6. So the Knights are trying to get into the playoffs, trying to find a spot up there, while on the side of Guardians, they are trying to get one of those top seeds going on forward. So pick bans, we have Shen coming out, really strong top laner. Technically, he can still be played in the jungle a little bit if you want to do some River Shen and support. But now we have Karma Leona. So is that a tank top Karma and Leona? See, and there's the Senna pick. So this is one of the things that I've seen recently from a lot of I guess the pro plays where they run the support top laner. Usually it's been Lulu recently, and because they like to go with the supportive items and try and get their AD carry in that super late game, because they are using their support as their engage tool with the Leona. So I think that is a very interesting comp and way to play the game, and I'm not against it at that type of level, but it's kind of hard to execute that at the little bit lower level. The team coordination has to really be there for it to work properly. I'm not saying that it can't or it won't, but it definitely is something to look forward to see how they can execute it on the side of TEK. It's a little bit harder to run than just a plain old dive comp with multiple bruisers diving in the back line, whereas GG has kind of gone for the Senna, the Swain support, I believe, or it could be a Swain mid lane or top lane, I guess, if you're going to running Shen jungle. I don't know. Kind of flexibility on the side of GG right now means that they are looking pretty strong, and depending on how this bot lane, how they set everything up, it's maybe a starving Senna. You maybe get all that gold on the Swain. I like that. I like that Senna Swain pool, especially because if you can get the root on the side of Senna, that's a nice pull in for Swain. Then you have his double pool, his passive pool, and his Qs. Maybe get some infinite stacks going on. Plus, Swain needs a couple items to get really big and going. And starving Senna works really well, can work really well going into the late game, seeing how it works. As some Yordles were banned on the side of GG, with Tristana and Vigor. And then on the side of TDK, they banned out two supports of Tom Kench Alistair. So they don't believe Swain is going into the support role. We're going up top, as that is a cannon pick. Okay. Top lane Kennen, jungle Shen. Pretty sure it's going to be a jungle Shen here. And come on, who's your last one? Let's say top lane Kennen, jungle Shen, mid lane. We need mid lane pick here. Gragas. Okay, well this is just dumb. Gragas can go top or jungle or support. Kennen can go top, mid, or AD carry or support. Swain can go top, mid, AD or mage carry and support. Senna can go AD carry or support, and Shen can go top, support, jungle. Right. Okay, so if I'm Guardians, let's see here. How do I line this up? Well, it's Corki mid lane. I think I'm okay with the Karma versus Shen matchup in the top. But I think it's better to have Swain in the bot with Senna. I think the Swain Senna is just too good in the bottom. So that's the bot lane. Do you put Kennen in mid versus the Corki? No, I mean, you probably could. Kennen mid. Gragas is better healing in the top lane 1v1 versus the Karma. I think we'll do that. We'll put Gragas top, Shen jungle, Kennen mid, Senna Swain bot lane. Maybe we'll see starving Senna. Maybe we won't. Who knows? Who knows what will happen in that regards? But that's what the Amo's predicting here coming up. On the side of TDK, their lineup is pretty simple, right? You have Karma in the top lane, Leona support, Olaf's in the jungle, Kai'Sa, AD carry, and Corki mid lane. So looks like we have some client issues coming in on the side of the match room at the moment because, you know, that's Riot Games for you. Because, you know, got to enjoy the client. Okay, hopefully we should be able to get into this game here relatively quickly. As it gets loaded up, we'll kind of just leave it as the screen as is so you can kind of see what's happening. Before we go to the lockdown, I'll switch down once they go into the actual room, the actual game main. I'll switch over so you can see what the final summoner spells are in the positions and see how good my predicting skills were. Hopefully better tonight than they were last week when I was trying to predict dragons because that was absolutely putrid. Did I say Tuesday night earlier? It's Monday night. Oh, it's already been that long of a week. We're only on day 2. I'm already calling today Tuesday. It's Monday Night League, everyone. Not Tuesday night. Should be having a pretty spicy match here, though. I think that, like, in the overall team comp, looks like it's decently in favor of TDK's. Like, team comp is a lot simpler. Basically, you get a long range pick with Leona, and you just ult in with Olaf and Kai'Sa. Karma giving everyone the shields. Corki has the poke damage, but there's no tank. There's no, like, real tank, right? Leona is tanky, but it's kind of situational. Olaf can be tanky, but it's kind of on how fast he gets going and gets aggressive. Versus, like, the Shen can actually become, like, a true tank coming out of the jungle. It's really... Both these teams are actually kind of mage heavy on the AP damage. It's a lot of mixed damage coming in, but I don't know. I think definitely should have the opportunity between Kennen, Gragas, Swain, and it's just so kind of hard for, you know, the rest of the team to follow Olaf. All right. Olaf will be fine getting in there, and maybe Leona will be fine starting. Like, starting the engage on the side of TDK, but if they have to go into, like, a Kennen, Gragas, it's just so hard to keep it all together, right? So we will see what happens on how the team fights break out. I think the team fights will probably favor GG, unless, of course, Kaisa or Corki just starts shredding through the semi-squishies until they get their take items. We'll also see if Kennen gets Azonias early or if he goes like the Proto Belt build, which may depend upon how a laning phase goes. And once we have these champions sort of locked into their real roles here, and we go to the true spectator delay, I'll flip it up so everyone can see what the actual lane matchups are, and then we'll also get into discussing what is happening in that end. And there we are. We'll flip it over now. As you can see, there we are. Kennen is actually going to be in the top lane. Shen is going to be in the jungle. Swain mid lane. Gragas, Senna bot lane. So Senna currently, let's see here, currently listed as the support. But if that could be fasting Senna and support Senna, pretty much end up being like the same thing. So if that's the case, Gragas would be the one getting all the CS early on until it's time for Senna to step up her game and then get going there. So a lot of unique picks coming out on the side of Gaming Guardian here. Guardian Gaming? Oh my gosh. I said Gaming Guardian. Not a lot of teams will have seen the Jungle Shen or probably the Swain mid lane. If you kind of just look at the stats on the website, Godless in the jungle leads the team in kills with 58. So usually expect to be a lot more of a carry-oriented jungler coming out of this, but the 58 definitely will be running the supportive role. On the side, it looks like Star Player Angel, the mid laner, has maybe not played a couple of matches with the team. Maybe had been subbed out for schedule issues, as his stats show that they're not particularly high. Very nice assist total on the side of the top laner, just also 71 assists, so leading the team in assists. So really good on it job for him in that regard. So we'll see how the team comes together with their full lineup in a much more supportive role for the person who looked like who'd been kind of at least carrying the match with the kills and assist totals coming out of the side of Godless. On the side of Dandelion Knights, also another team that looks through the jungler to lead them, as Infinity Blades is 30 kills and 27 deaths and 33 assists. Definitely looking good out of that with their 80 carry also leading in kills, actually leading in kills and assists. The combination anyway of 41 and 42 respectively. So we'll see if the jungler can get the early game ahead, and then Lord Boomerus on the Kaisa can start cleaning everything up, make it all look nice and pretty. And we are doing our final countdown here into the actual game. So I'm going to flip over and have the transition. Let's get going. Masaki! There we are. Okay, skin time. Okay, Hextech Swain, looking really good. True Damage Senna, very beautiful. Kingdom Leona, nice. Arcade Corki, really good. And Glacial Olaf, okay. Now, Surgeon's Shen, I'm not actually a fan of. I'm not saying it's a bad skin. I'm just saying that I prefer some of the other ones. And we should be able to see everything here. 1 second. We good? Everything shows up on screen. There we are. Okay, we're loading in. So as teams look to roll off onto the Rift, let's start by the lineup. So on the side of Guardian Gaming in the top lane, we have Just Relish on the Kennen, Godless on the Jungle Shen, Star Player Angel on the Swain mid lane, And we have Jeremy on the mage support carry. Oh no, we got jungle action already. Olaf has landed 1 Q, if not 2. Lands a 3rd onto the Swain, who's going to have to back off. So Jeremy, I guess, on the support Gragas, because he's got the exhaust. Blue Power Ranger, or MMPG, Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Blue one. On the support Senna, or Starving Senna, however we're going to call that in this game. We're just going to call it Starving Senna. Mystic Waves on the Karma for the side of the Dandelion Knights. Infinity Blades, who had already been throwing out the axes hardcore, is on the jungle Olaf. Notiegra on the mid lane Corky. Lord Boomerus on the 80 carry Kaisa, with Fizz mid please on the support Leona. This is going to be a pretty swell matchup as the wards in place off of the fans. So Shen going to need a help on the jungle, but we will sort of track this and see how well he does. Kennen, with the red trinket already taking out the ward. I think they pretty much know what's going to happen though here, so we will see if they're waiting in that bush. Why did you? Okay, I guess they're pretending like they're fake leashing, but it's Olaf, so. And walking that way means they know that you came from that way. So Gragas already picking up the CS down here in the bot lane, like we said, going for that fasting Senna build down here on the side of them. Just laying those auto cacks, lanes the Qs for the pokes, tries to get as much healing off and possible, as well as getting these souls for the stacks. So we will try and keep track of how many souls they get, as Leona's going to go in because they did hit level 2. Flash and Ignite in on the Jeremy. Flash by Kaisa. Q takes down the Gragas. Heal not burnt on the side of Senna. And with first blood, it's, pretty impressed. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty impressed that they got right in on the Gragas, like right as he did not hit level 2. So should have known. That's Leona's bread and butter. Flashes in with the Q, taking tower shots. Nice Senna. He's going to get the root and a heal. Nice heal on the side of Kaisa to save the support. But the burn flash to escape. Senna has not burnt anything yet as Olaf's going in for a jungle invade onto the chickens. And here comes Gragas now. Missed the snare. And we'll finish this one off. We'll see how good the rest of this lane holds up and see if Leona wants to try and back off. Now, Kennen did start Cole up in this top lane. He's going to try and use his range advantage, I guess, over Karma as they both charge through. Nice root on the side of Karma. And there's the auto attacks. One more crew stun. Getting that one as gets in with the pull and the Swain. Valkyries on the other side, so it slips through nets. Not get cut off in the Swain W. We're going to see how much talking I can do tonight as we are going to go up-paced and fast. Never mind. It's slow laning phase. Nothing's going to happen too fast. Olaf, though, ganks, and Leona's going to go in onto the Gragas, but there's the snare going to happen as Gragas is going to belly slam out. With drops the barrel as well. Kaisa drops a Q, but there's one more Q from Senna. Tries to land an auto attack to get some return damage, so no summoners burnt on that. A gank from the Olaf, but decent damage done on the side of the Gragas. Now, Gragas does have some natural sustain with his ability to just, spam his abilities. And when that happens, and Shen is going to, miscue. That does get the stun. There's the taunt on the side of Shen to max range, and down goes Mystic. That empowered Q from Shen after that max range taunt, just, beautiful. I mean, coming from someone who has played a ton of Shen, it's just absolutely gorgeous to see one of your favorite champions doing well on the Rift, no matter who's piloting them. And now, Corky, he's in trouble. There's a good taunt into the pull from Swain, into another pull. You can get the pull off. One more. Nope. So that's a pretty good Valkyrie through the Swain E as tries to finish one off. So Shen ganks 2, Olaf ganks 1, but Olaf does have, I guess, the same amount of CS in his back. So they see Shen. Shen has now placed a ward onto the dragon as the bot lane is backed off on the side of Guardians here to try and pick up some items and get into a better position after giving up that first blood. And it does look like Kennen will be going towards the Proto Belt. Your nice pull into the W with Q. Does land Ignite. Nope, not Ignite. I thought that was just the vision. The vision eyes from the Swain W. So you can see all. All with him. Let's finish this one off. Okay, we got an Infernal Dragon here first. We'll see if any team really wants to go for it. Olaf should have the ability to go for that pretty early. But don't know how invested he wants to be, as he's tried to outpace the Shen in the clear. And that is going to happen, as Shen has actually picked up the Tiamat to help with the clearing of the jungle camps, as well as just, you know, the AD that it comes out with, as well as Leona's going to miss the E. And looks like this, you know, we're in the ghost, goes right in onto Kaisa. But too many minions to keep fighting this if you're the side of Guardians there. Don't want to lose two ways, as Shen is trying to clear his jungle. Olaf is clearing Shen's jungle. And it's going to be kind of a bad sign here. Now pink wards are being cleared out. Pretty even match so far this game. I don't know if you know, scaling favors one team or the other. Senna's a super scaler, but Kaisa can scale. The junglers, you know, have pros and cons of Kennen. And, you know, that's not a level 6 that Olaf is. Kennen tries the phase rush in, not going to be enough. There's the ult enough with the pull from Swain into the Q. Gets another enough. Swain pops the ultimate, takes down the Olaf. Finishing this one down. Karma's trying to have to get in this. Going to speed boost Valkyrie. Oh, the blast cone! Excellent job on the side of Star Player Angel, as we now have 3 people fighting down in the bot lane, and Godless gets another kill. He's now 2-0, and that's an excellent gank in this bot lane. I missed what happened on the startup of that. Sorry about that. We were busy watching that top lane action in the Olaf. Got a little too far deep into the jungle. His teammates weren't quick enough to come support. Kennen was 6. An excellent job on his behalf, getting the stun into the Swain pull through. Swain teleports into top lane, or mid lane, sorry. And Gragas and Senna help the Shen get the dragon. So looking really good on his behalf. So even on the tanky support of Shen jungle, 2-0 coming out for Godless. It's not even 6 yet. As soon as he hits 6, it's gonna be. I'd be nervous about if I'm Olaf, where I'm ganking if I don't have eyes on Shen. So laning phase kind of calmed back down now, as they've traded some kills and dragons over to the side of Guardian. They did actually come the better of the top and the bottom half of the map. So, but that was just a beautiful blast cone by the Swain. As you know, Corki Valkyried over to try and get in, and you know, finish off the kill. Swain had, you know, was running out of mana as he was escaping. Leona's going to be looking to get in a gank here. She's just going to walk right up, trying to land. There's the pull on the side of Swain. Does not have flashes. Probably going to just drop here and just going to see if he goes for the ultimate. And the Corki trying. Nope. Leona takes that kill as they're trying to hand it over. I think that was just the W explosion on that finished that one off. She is now 6. So really good gank on the side of Leona and Olaf combination come in on that Swain, who has teleport and flash down. So gonna be pretty hard for him to come back, as Corki's gonna get a tower plate here, and is gonna really enjoy that. Particularly with the assists, it looks like we now have a fight down in the bot lane, as Kaisa's going to go in onto Senna. But here comes the Shen ultimate. Nice drop by Gragas. Heal not going to be enough. Teleport coming in on the side of Kennen. So this is going to go through. He's just going to automatically go right through. He's going to miss everything onto the Kaisa, but that's not going to be better, because there's the ultimate. Gragas throws a air ball. He's completely through his, you know, cask in the wrong bush, but does not matter, as Kennen takes up the kill there. Gragas ticked up the kill on the Leona, who, you know, came back to lane as they tried to get the gank off. Shen ultimate, not enough to teleport in, but was enough to prevent a lot of that damage and finishing off the Senna, which means that we're now going to be trading tower plates in the top lane for tower plates down here in the bot lane. We will see if that goes on. Okay, nice charge by Shelly. And Senna is actually up top. Okay. Senna went top to, help push off with this wave with the Shen, I guess. I guess that's, important to try and, save as many tower plates as Corky is going to take the bad end of a trade there. As Swain, real quick, Swain has stacks. He has 11 stacks on his thing, so currently at 55 bonus health. Senna has 33 stacks, so extra 25 range right now on the side of her. So we will see what happens as tower plates are at 11 minutes here. We'll see if I try to focus in on tower plates in the future, because that's always one of the goals as the solo caster. Try and get all of the stats to you guys as fast as possible. While we're looking at that, it does look like gold is exactly even, but the gold is differently distributed differently across the teammates here. As we can see the bot lane on the side of GG have just 3,000 gold each compared to that Kaisa, who's sitting at 4,000 gold. So definitely gold on the side of the top half of the map on the side of GG, but the bottom half here, TDK, definitely looking strong in this CasualEAL, who has been able to get, set up all 3 of their team's kills. So definitely looking good on the side of Fizz mid, please. We have 1 minute until Mountain Dragon, so we'll see how these teams want to set up for that. As Cannon does not have teleport for that. Karma has taken Ignite, so there's no that. We have not seen Corky use a package yet. Olaf has been sitting in base for a little bit. Okay, just finally now coming out. Must have been sitting waiting for a couple of gold there to finish picking up an item. He has picked up the Iron Spike Whip to try and get ready towards his Gore Drinker. As Gragas and Senna are pushing in, they're trying to think the setup definitely for this bot lane, where they want to set up for the dragon, right? It's 20 seconds till dragon, get the wave pushed up so they can start clearing out the river vision here. As Leona's going to go in, misses the E, but does land the Q, and it looks like we're going to go out. Shen's going to taunt through onto the Leona. Gragas cast, separates everything, goes back in onto the Kaisa. Finish here, and there's the Senna ult, and Kaisa's going to ult backwards, trying to get the shield. Leona ult finally comes out. Flash out on the side of Gragas to escape as Shen takes down Kaisa there, and he's going to actually drop to the Olaf as Corky is here with the package, and Swain is here as well. They both walk down from the mid lane. There's the W from Swain, finish it up, and that was an extended fight here, and Corky is still looking to Gatling gun it on out against the 2 people and land some of the damage, but there's the root, there's the pull, and there's the Q. 1 more damage. Gragas coming back through with a slew of the Q barrel there. Finish thing went off and everything, trying to get everyone. There's the pull. See if Swain goes for the pull. And there's that. So see, oh my gosh, it has to use the package to escape the damage, so Gragas didn't get in onto him. And Swain has actually popped the ultimate as well, trying to suck up as much health from the minions, but they are all gone down. So they're looking at tower plates here. And there's all the birds flock hexacore. Cannon is fighting Karma up here in the top lane. We'll see. We'll try to catch that option here. Can he phase rush in this? I don't think he's going to. There's the double root coming out, and down goes Karma. But we're back down here in the bot lane. There's the pull in on the Leona into the Gragas body slam, and there's the cast one more time. And sword out, and Gragas trying to heal up off of his W as Kaisa lands all the Q damage, trying to get as many stacks procurables before going in. As there's the dragon fight still looking forward to happen here. Corky decided to go mid and just take tower. So I think, are we done? We're done. Are we just going to hand over dragon? Are we good? Maybe? Does look like the dragon probably will be looked to hand over. Although the Scuttle Crab did go over the Shen. Teleport back into mid lane by the Swain. Kennen is walked down here, so we can look at Kennen running through the jungle. Corky plays an award. Leona's backing off. Kaisa's the only one in bot lane. I think on both teams, neither team can decide if they want to actually take the dragon or not. Kennen doesn't have teleport. No? Ever done? Okay, done. Okay. So after all that fighting, Kennen picked up a kill in top lane. Now his proto belt. 5 auto attacks from getting his call finished, killing off 5 more minions. So that'll be a really nice gold boost for him coming up here in the future. Kaisa, though, was focused in that fight, did still have enough gold to finish the Kraken Slayer, and that is the Chem Tank on the side of Kennen. So let's go, as he fights down here, let's go back down to this bot mid lane here, as we have 2 people on a ward, and in goes Leona, and out goes Leona, and Gragas is not in a bush. Oh my gosh, Shen. Oh, I don't know if that was a bait or not. Gragas, you got a big fat belly there, my friend. And it was outside the bush, and everyone saw you just standing there. Senna got a nice little wave push up in the bot lane, trying to get some tower plates. I missed tower plates during all that action. I'm sorry, everyone. Let's say tower plates are even. Gold's the same, even though it wasn't. I think maybe one extra tower plate went to Guardian Gaming. Oh, when that occurred. So where's my statistician at? Who was watching the stats on the minimap? Well, that happened. Shen gets a taunt in onto Leona, drops the W so cannot get the stun off. Gragas with the body slam picks up the kill. Sen ult came across as well. Cannon's going to flash and protobelt in, gets onto the Kai'Sa. That's a dead 80 carry. You cannot prevent that if you're Kai'Sa. You had to flash that soon as you saw Cannon flash over the wall. But with the teleport and flash and protobelt and, you know, yeah, phase rush. I mean, Kennon's gone blue side, so he's probably got the, you know, speed up here. Corky's going to take one tower shot, get pulled back in for a second. Swain's going to go for the ultimate, and down goes Corky. And he left how much? 200 health on that tower. So disappointing on the side of Notiegro. Just so close, but, you know, this isn't horseshoes, everyone. Although, Olaf does kill the Scuttle Crab with the axe. Now he's fighting the Shen, and you're going to lose that Shen, buddy. And tower in the bot lane looks like it's going to be headed over to the side of Guardians here as they pick up the first tower of the game. Karma picks up the response tower in the top wave there. Can't really take towers very fast as Karma. Man, that's just the golden circle that Senna produces when she pops that mist. Looks very pretty. And mid lane now has dropped with no one there to collect the gold other than the global aspect of it, as Olaf's going to chase in, and he does land an X onto. There's the Leona ultimate as well, and the E misses. So, swing and a miss. Kennen, no. Senna landed on some poke. Swain pull into the E. His Shen's going to taunt in, not going to get it off. As Kennon's going to just absolutely get shut down on the side of Kai'Sa. Gragas goes in, but it's not going to matter. Kai'Sa's going to ult on the way back out. Gets to pull in on Swain. It's not going to happen. As Valkyrie comes out on the side of happening. Now Olaf's is here trying to run on through Flash. E misses on the side because Flash is burnt. We're going to pop another blast cone on the side of the Swain. Excellent job using those rift tournaments. Shen's going to taunt on through. Not going to get enough damage. It's going to drop down some area effect damage. It's going to happen to Swain. Now is trying to land auto attack damage, trying to get a pull in onto the Karma. Pops ultimate save. She continues on through this, chasing after the Olaf and the Kai'Sa. We're running back to bases. Corky is going to teleport into the mid lane to see if he goes to back up his buddies here, as that was an excellent skirmish on the side of TDK. Exactly what they needed to swing the gold back closer to their favor, as it's starting to go in favor of GG, but TDK, you know, overstepping the bounds on the side of Guardians there, just a little bit too far and a little bit separated, and excellent picks on the side of TDK, just one at a time. They're able to chase them down. You know, sadly they did have someone die at the very end, but it's okay. They'll get it cleaned up here for the next fight, as glad to see it keeps on going. Maybe we'll see a Rift Herald fight coming up, as Kennen just like protobelt in and just like insta died. And can't really see that happen again, as Swain W is going to miss on that one, as they're now clearing out wards here in mid lane. Karma's gone back up to the top lane, trying to get that wave pushing in favor of them. Corky's down in the bot lane, his burnt teleport. So we will see if anyone's actually going to fight for this Rift Herald, or if they're just going to leave it. And Kennon's going to protobelt in with the phase rush, pops everything, in goes Gragas as well. There's the ultimate, but Olaf pops everything, so he's going to run away. But there's the Swain route, and that is going to be a dead support. Do they have enough time to take Rift Herald before Baron? It spawns in 5. It gone. Never mind. They went for the kills instead of the objective. That means Corky's going to be down in the bot lane. Olaf is dead. Sorry. Gragas, Swain, Senna, Shen, all here mid lane. Can they trade towers? 1 for 1. Kai'Sa trying to lane a little bit of poke over the wall lane with Karma. Swain goes in for the pull, pulls Karma in, drops the Q and the W. Pops over the Gragas, goes in with the body slam. Auto attack. Shen comes in for the taunt. I don't know if that landed, but it was enough They get everything in. Corky takes that tower down in the bot lane. Kennan's busy trying to take the tower up to the top lane as we're now trading towers for each team. Here, it's 3 towers on the side of TDK, 2 towers on the side of Guardians. And we'll check on Kenan real fast. He's going to take this tower. And we got 40 seconds till Dragon. It's going to be Air Drake coming up. That means we're going to have an Air Soul. Extra movement speed. Who doesn't love that, man? Who doesn't love the movement speed? Okay, right before this fight, we can check on our stacks here. Swain is at 36 stacks, which is a bonus of 180 health. Senna is at 73 stacks, which is 75 range, 55 basically attack damage, and 30% crit chance. So, pretty decent job. As we see, TDK has started up Dragon. We'll go big screen for this fight because I think this is going to be a massive fight. Leona throws in the support. There goes in the Olaf as well at the Chem tank. They're nice triple barrel on the side. Protobelt coming in on the side of Chem. Tries to get off the ultimate. It does go golden and double kill on the side of Swain. Nice Gragas body slam. And Santa's going to take that one as Kaisa's now gone in the back. She's trying to get a thing. But there's the Shen ultimate onto the Gragas. That's going to save his life. Keep him alive. Flash in. But Valkyrie's going to save the Corky as all 5 members on the side of Guardians Gaming live. Only the Corky lives for the Dandelion Knights. Excellent team fight on the side of GG. They are rewarded with 4 kills, triple kill on the Swain and the Dragon. Just an absolute beautiful in and out on the side of GG. Shows their teamwork so far in the season. Shows you why they're 6-2. Okay, so as things get set up now, there is a timer. Basically, we are at 4 minutes and 30 seconds until the next Dragon fight because, you know, it's going to have to all be repeated now. Can TDK, set up for another fight? Do they even need to try and push Baron, or do they just keep an eye on it, right? I don't think Senna at this point is not really good at taking Baron. Swain is okay at it, but not at the best mage. Neither is particularly Kenan. So as long as they keep vision of Baron, I don't think they need to force Baron. Or if they're starting Baron, it's a bait, it's a team fight. Because right now they are a lot stronger and they want to do a team fight. And their win condition is the next Dragon. On the side of TDK, so what do? You can try and maybe, force Baron yourself. You do have Corky and Kaisa. You have a lot of Baron damage. But just split push is not necessarily the best. So I don't know if you can really split them up. As you want to be a team that's like fighting and kiting backwards as they try and engage into. You kind of want to kite back with like the Karma, and then as they get too far back, like that first fight, and you had someone engage too far, Shen though is going to taunt in onto Leona, and there's the Gragas body slam as well. Misses the cast, but it's not going to happen. He's going to be able to walk that one out as the CC and tankiness from the supports cancel each other out as ultimates were burnt right, left, and center. But now Baron has been started. I think this should be a team fight. I do not think they should actually go for this as Corky's coming over. Did not hurt her to pick up the package recently. We do have the Karma's going to land down here. Just gets the massive shield. Glass in on the body slam with the pull of Swain. There's the center ult come up, and there comes the Kenan. Gets a triple man ultimate coming down the backside with the stuns. Tries to get in onto the Karma, but down goes Olaf. And the 80 carriers are over here on the left-hand side. They're getting him absolutely shredded as Karma's going to run off to the right. Does look like Jeremy is going to take down the Corky. Shen ultimate saved the Kenan. He was trying to chase after the Karma. And that's exactly what they wanted to do on the side of Guardians. They just wanted to straight up, they didn't want it to Baron. They wanted the team fight at Baron, right? They look how slow they're taking Baron at 24 minutes. This is not what they want to be doing here. I mean, it's only 3-3 in towers, and they don't particularly have a super strong split push at the moment as Kenan has gone a lot more Protobelt Zhonya's team fight build. He hasn't gone for the split push Kenan build. But now with this Baron, they should be able to push in. I expect Guardians to try and take 2, if not 3 towers in the next 1 minute and like 40 seconds, 30 seconds, and then set up their vision, or maybe just take 2. Take your the bottom tier 2 and mid tier 2. Sit back, set up your vision for that Soul Dragon, because that's what their real win condition is. Baron is nice on the side of this team, but it's not their win condition for them necessarily because of how far they've gotten. Its team fights have done well. Swain has been just absolutely wrecking the team fights and AoE damage. The Senna heal has been very nice. The Gragas engage has been good with the Kennen, so that's been very nice on the side of them. And I think they should, look to set up for that in the next team fight here. And they have to have a little bit more damage. And I would try to say they need for like Leona to get a pick on someone, but it's going to be so hard to get a pick. Like even if you get a pick on the Kennen, he has Zhonya's and he has his ultimate. Get a pick on the Gragas, he's super tanky. Shen is also pretty tanky at this point as well. He also has the chem tank here as we're pushing in 3 waves on the side of GG. I'd have thought they maybe would try and split it down to 2 as Dragon now spawning it here in 50 seconds. If they want to take it, the top tower has now been taken by Swain. So if maybe they just sit and hit. There it goes. The 5-on-3. Great in Karga's ult is going to miss absolutely everything. And Corki is going to go down to center. There's the ultimate. Shen ultimate. No, sorry, that is Kennen who is gone. Zonia, but Swain comes in for the pull. Double kill on the side of Senna. No one got onto the backline 80 carry. She was starving all game, but not anymore because she's got a triple. Can she get a quadra? There she is. Can she get the penta? Did she get a penta kill on the side of Senna? She was starving all game, but not anymore. She is so fed.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's definitely going to be the game here as they're going to try and push in Kennen in the top lane. Guardians pushing in, takes the inhibitor here in the mid lane. Will they fall back to Dragon in 2 seconds? I don't know. Shen is backing. I can't believe I've casted yet another pentakill here in Seal. These solo cast games have been absolutely nuts all season. I am so grateful for everyone. Hopefully you've all enjoyed this on the night. As Kennen takes down the top wave, he did burn teleport for that. He does have Baron Empowered Recall. I don't know if the side of TDK can rush to fight the dragon. I don't know. That's kind of just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So much. I mean, she wasn't technically starving, right? I mean, so the starving Senna is because the late thing. But, like, look how much gold Senna has right now. She has 11,000 gold compared to Kaisa's 9,000. So 2,000 up there. Swain actually has more gold than Senna does. Being the fact that she is, Swain has, is like 400, 500 gold up on top. So just the, the gold going into the items here is absolutely beautiful as multiple people on the side of, GG have gone above the 10,000 mark. So they are in dishes and no one on the side of TDK has. And while we flip back to the stats, and throw that back up here. Let's go back and look at your stacks. We got Swain at 59 souls. That's almost 300 bonus health. But Senna, the carry right now, 107 souls. That's 100 extra 25 range. That's why she was so safe in that last fight. She just backed so far off. Nothing could get to her except for the Corki with the Valkyrie, and it didn't matter as the engage was in onto the tanks. Now, they'll just be pushing in here as 5 with the help of the Air Soul. I mean, just absolutely beautiful. I can't believe there's another Valkyrie on the side of Corki just to survive to get back to tower. They're trying to ping for help, but I think it's going to be pretty much. I mean, we're cross our T's, dot our I's on the side of GG. They must be feeling good right now. You're TDK. You got to be thinking, okay, what can we do? What can we do? We have to kill Senna, yes, but we also have to kill Swain, yes. Who is 7-1-3, no slouch himself. The cannon, absolutely beautiful, needs his gauge except for the one time he died. So only one slip up on the side of the cannon means he's 4-1-12. Means it's been pretty rough. As Swain is now pushing in the top lane because he's the one with teleport as they're trying to set this up. Olaf has gone back to base here, is trying to pick up some MR. They're trying to set everything up as Senna is now just healing up as a team. As Gragas is also just healing for his ability. And there's Shen. Don't forget about Shen in the ultimate. He can make the engage or the disengage absolutely beautiful on the side of GG as we have things set, everything up. Kenneds are going to go and he's going right into the backline with the help of Gragas. Get in. Down goes 180 carry. There's a great cask on side of Gragas. Finally get in. Corki pushing everything. Leon's going to try and take everything down. Not going to matter as Senna stayed behind to take out the tower. Corki did escape as Swain. I don't know where Swain's down here in the bot lane all of a sudden as Olaf is in the top. Fighting this one off. They're not pushing in the minions. Can they push in for the win? It is 2v5 for TDK. Oh, the damage for Swain on the Corki. He's going to live with just the tiniest bit of health. Here is Shen going to taunt over, and Olaf's going to have to go into Rampage to escape unstoppable. Down goes one tower. Down goes two towers. And this is going to be the Nexus and game 1 to Guardian Gaming. Woo! That was a swell game. Started off pretty slow, but we got into it in an absolutely beautiful, beautiful game. On the side of Garden Gaming, the 10-1-16 Senna, 7-1-13 Swain, 6-1-13 Kennen, Shen at the 4-2-18, and Grog is feeding at 4-3-16. So we will flip over to the post game. Okay, there we are. Here we go. We're going for some stats here. We actually got to see some stats. So Senna dumping out the damage. Look at that, 25,000 damage. Swain second with 20. 18 for Kennen, and no one over the 16 mark as Kaisa and Olaf basically tied there on the side of TDK. We can just look at true damage here, or not. Okay, apparently no true damage here. Physical, how's physical looking? Physical, magic, okay. Total. We just thought the stats just going to be all weird now. Physical, okay. Is he going to let me look at this or not? Okay, we'll go to vision score. We'll take this one down. Vision score. There we go. Okay, that's total damage champions. Okay, so I can see the in-game stats on the stat page, but the graphs page doesn't work, so that's broken. At least we got to see the whole game, right? We didn't have the 3-minute just chop off at the end of the game. We actually got to see the conclusion. So we can just read it off the board here. Is the vision score actually beautiful for the Senna as well? So, you get a pentakill, you lead your team in vision score. As starving support Senna, Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, Blue Ranger, you are the MVP for game one. Infinity Blades tried to lead his team with help of Lord Rumorous, but just not enough for that. So we're going to kick it to intermission here as we get up for game two. Okay, we've gotten into pick bands for game number 2 real quick, real fast. And we see the Kennen, Senna, and Swain banned on the side of TDK. And with Shen being banned by Guardian Gaming and Gragas being all 5 champions that Guardian Games played in Game 1 will not be played by them here in Game 2. As they've all been banned or taken away in the first 6 bans and 1 pick. In exchange, Guardians, they get Seraphine. They're the one taking the karma. They're going to have to run it into a Braum Ashe bot lane with a probably Gragas jungle and looks like so Jinx AD carry. So Jinx and Ashe, okay. Into Braum. Okay, is that going to be a Seraphine support or a Karma support? Not sure about that one yet. We will see how the rest of the bands start to come out. I'm just super pumped at how Game 1 went. That I want to see Game 2. I want to see TDK come back in this match. I want to see a real good competitive game. And Game 1 was competitive too. Just a couple of misplays here and there in that mid game, and then once it was over, Guardian Game just like slammed the door shut, right? Like it was like kind of like going their favor, and then boom, it was over, right? Just like maybe not that fast, but it was like more like boom, it was over, pentakill. Okay, finally we're gonna actually boom end it. So. I'm just pumped, right? Penta's never just oof. As we have Vigor bands come out as well as Ornn. So who is Guardian going to pick up? We have probably top lane. Oh, Udyr is still up. Udyr. We're going to have Bear Pig. Except for he's going to be Bear, Phoenix, Turtle, Tiger, right? Phoenix, Turtle, Bear, Tiger? Or is it Phoenix, Tiger, Bear, Turtle? Someone come up with a good way to list off all the stances for the man with the plan. That's no plan. He just runs at you and slaps you. But we'll see what happens. Set. So pretty good counter though. Udyr, in my opinion, as Udyr runs in there, Set just dunks him back into his own team. Let's see what happens. Is Echo coming out. So probably an Echo mid lane. We got Gragas jungle, Set top. Pretty good team comp on the side of TDK. A little bit stronger in my opinion than the last team comp, but still pretty good. You have the backline diver, team separator, good CC ultimate, and we're gonna have Malphite. Okay. So, Guardian Gaming, I think we'd go... That's interesting, go Malphite into Set. Set definitely will like, I think, that lane matchup goes in his favor, at least for the time being, in the short term. But we don't know exactly, so we will see how it plays out. We won't give any picks away about where their spots are yet. We can just sort of speculate on how this goes. So, hopefully, TDK took a few-minute breather in between games to get their mind reset before coming into this second game, as pretty important, like I said, for the playoff standings here, as they're trying to catch up in the standings. We want to try and make the playoffs here, trying to get the best spot possible, as Guardian Gaming, with that win in Game 1, definitely solidifying themselves as one of the stronger teams in the Noxus division, but there's still hope for Dandelion Knights. They can still come on through. So we will see if the complete change of bands and idea, team focus goes all in, as it's a little bit more squishy on the side of Guardian Gaming this time. And but their team fight coordination was so good in Game 1. We will see how it's going to be here in Game number 2. We will also see if. So Jeremy is listed as the AD carry on the side of gaming, but the Blue Ranger gets the pentakill out of the support position. It's absolutely beautiful. How rare is that to see, right? That's pretty rare. I mean, Brand, Zyra maybe, but like Starving Senna, man, absolutely beautiful. So We'll see if Jeremy, I think, will be piloting the Jinxed most likely here as Seraphine or Karma. Seraphine or Karma. I mean, probably Seraphine mid lane, Karma support. Kind of like the poke in onto the Braum with the Karma. Just to see how it goes. And we will suddenly see how these things go. I mean, Set in the Malphite's probably, I mean, just the papa, the 1-2, probably going to be enough to like keep Malphite's shield down. And his natural sustain should be able to keep him up and going. And everything, Echo mid lane, and Assassin versus whatever mage he plays up against the supportive taking mage. So you're going to have 2 divers. You got the dive buddies of Udyr and Malphite. And then you have the 2 support mages propping up Jinx in the back line. So it's sort of going to be like instead of like your normal like frontline backline team fight, it may literally be like dive buddies and trio. Like they may be on separate screens, and because I can't zoom out that far just using the plain client, we may be able to, if there is a 5v5, it may end up being like a 2 different skirmishes instead of one all grouped up together. But we'll see how it breaks down into the actual team fights here on the side. Well, TDK. I mean, it's a pretty standard sort of lineup that they're running here, but a lot of utility, particularly coming out of their bot lane, to hopefully maybe make it easier for Echo to get some assassinations off into the back line. If they can get the jump on, they don't have necessarily as easy of an engage as Malphite is, or as simple as right click with Udyr. But their counter engage is very nice with the Gragas, the Braum, the Set, Echo even. The counter engage is really nice. I like how their lineup is setting here. That if they can survive that Malphite first burst, they have a real good chance to separate the enemy team, get the supports away from the carry, take down the Jinx, or even Seraphine or Karma, depending on where people line up, and kind of like those small skirmishes. If they can separate them, right, and then just let the tanks be. Ashe may be cannon fodder in this matchup where you have like a 4 for 2, and the only person that, or like a 4 for 2 or a 3 for 1, where the only person on TDK dies is Ashe, right, and the rest of her team lives, depending on how the lineup goes and how they're all facing each other, and how those skirmishes go is kind of, I think, their best way to do. Obviously, protect Ashe at all costs is another opportunity, but their first couple of skirmishes may look to be in that regards where Ashe just has to die until she can get to her 3-4 items power spike from that perspective. But we will see, and we are going into the game now. Not the game, spectator mode. So spectator delay, I will flip up the match, and I was wrong. Set jungle, Gragas in the top lane, Seraphine is going to be the mid laner, and Karma is actually going to be the support. So got the GG lineup right, but I thought Gragas would be going jungle, Set in the top. So we'll see how Gragas versus Malphite does. Gragas has definitely like a lot of sustain, so we'll be able to handle any poke that comes out. Set, I think, is decent in the jungle, maybe just more comfortable for Infinity Blades on the Set versus the Gragas. I think that Gragas is a little bit better of a jungler, just kind of in general, than Set right now, but that's personal opinion. I could be completely wrong. Maybe old school ideals on what I want out of my jungler and what I want out of my top line bruiser. Chem take item definitely going to be bought by the Udyr, probably by the Gragas as well. Malphite goes for the fisticuffs, frozen fist, whatever it's called, but we'll get into it when we get there. And this is the hardest part, actually, about the solo cast, is this 3-minute spectator delay. Because I can keep talking about this, but I'm talking myself in circles. I really want to get into what skins they're wearing. What type of cream or gel do you think Braum uses for his mustache. There's no way that it's that like beautiful in the frozen tundra all the time, right? Do you think it's like oil or something? Maybe there's actual oil from whales or whatever. I mean, whatever animals there are in Runeterra. Have we seen whales? Poro oil, maybe? Poro oil, that sounds really weird to say because he's friend of the Poros. So maybe we can... But the mustache, I mean, just get it going. Because his mustache compared to Gragas's mustache is very different, right? Gragas is more like wild and stuff, but Braum's got a nice like curl to this that's going on really nicely. I'm really hoping that we can watch it in game and in action. So we will be cutting through to the transition and into the game here, and let's hope Game 2 is exciting as Game 1. Okay, we are here into load screen. We got Mecha Kingdom set. True Damage Echo. Gotta love the True Damage skins. Give them a shout out. Star Guardian Jinx looks exactly like regular Seraphine, so that's kind of terrible. Didn't get to catch him as we loaded in the screen too fast, so we will see what goes on. We will be having to invade this game. I don't think so. I don't think either team wants to set up for invade. I think we'll have a 5-man point. But we will run down the lineups here. As actually, it does look like the side of... Oh my gosh, I didn't pull up the screens for everyone. Okay, there we go. Screens are up, everyone. So on the side of TDK, in the top lane, we have Mystic Wave on the Gragas. We have Infinity Blades on the Set. Notiegro on the Echo mid lane. Lord Boomerus on the Ashe. And Fizz mid, please, on the Braum. They are going to run into Just Relish on the Malphite top lane. And we have Godless on the Udyr jungler. Star Player Angel on the Seraphine mid lane. Let's see here. Jeremy on the Jinx 80 carry. And Mighty Morphin Blue Power Ranger. Oh my gosh, I messed up his name. My MMPR Blue Ranger, you know who he is. Definitely after the first game, you know he is. And there's Malphite. He flashes. Okay, so one flash after this delayed invade. Actually, it's their second invade, so... Yeah, so will they hand it over? They'll steal it? I don't know. Will you go top... Oh. Okay. Just laying out some damage. We'll see. Okay, why are we watching Seraphine just meander around? Let's look at the jungle camps. Okay, jungle pathing is going to be super important here. Will Malphite just be completely messed over as that he has burnt his flash? Will the bot lane of Ashe Braum fight up against this Karma Jinx fairly well, since they do have the push in level, they should get the push in. Ooh, that's a great empowered Q. Lots of damage in onto the Braum. As Udyr is going to go blue to red, so we have top-bottom jungling coming out on the side. No, Set is just going straight in on the Seraphine, just going to charge. Flash out on Seraphine, so Infinity Blades on the Set has burnt 2 flashes already, and we are 2 minutes into the game. Nice root there on the side of Seraphine. Echo's going to throw out a Q. And with Udyr, he takes red buff and pieces out. Set is going to be kind of sad, but he does have his own blue to go back to. So they just exchange one camp each. So Olaf will be, not Olaf, Set will be a little bit ahead and behind. Just kind of depends on how they take the camps, in which order they're both looking relatively nice as everything's going to happen here. We'll see what fighting happens. Lots of Q damage as Q's coming out and Jinx going on. Level 2's down here for the Jinx Karma lane. So lots of poke coming out on the side of them. And Ashe is going to have to try and... Oh my gosh, Ashe didn't get an item. 3 minutes in the game, I just realized Ashe should pick it up as Flash Cube on the side of Braum, and there's the exhaust, Flash out on the side, and she's going to drop the shield as Set's going to run in here with the punch. There's 1, there's 2, can Braum get a later punch? There's the heal, there's the Braum stun, there's the giant punch! Set with the first blood as he has burnt Ghost as well. So excellent job for Set. That is now, I'm going to call it 3 ganks in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. He has burnt top flash, mid flash, and has gotten flash and heal and exhaust out of bot lane with a kill. So, you know, Infinity Blades did not like how game 1 went. He is going to make game 2 go his way. Also, Ashe doesn't have an item. That early invade you were just so hyped to get that invade in, you just forgot to buy. Well, we'll see what you're able to purchase. What can Ashe buy with 1,200 gold? She has 1,200 gold. Let's see what she picks up. The most important buy of the game. We got 2 long swords and a dagger. 2 long swords and a dagger. There's a body slam by Gragas, but you are out of mana, my friend, and you've used your disengage. There's the slappy slap by the Malphites as the top lane lanes are tankity tanks, and all of the minions can Udi or Phoenix stance for this kill. There's no mana by Mystic Wave to escape this, and that's just a slappy slap, punchity punch, rippity rip, duckity duck, and berry bear. Now for Udyr, he gets the first kill for himself, and GG. Now Set's going to come in here. There's the pull. And now they're going to fight. And Phoenix stance. Bear stuns him and runs away. We'll see if they keep on fighting this. Probably not. Now he's just going to stand on the speed up shrine. Make sure he has all the run. Well, he's running Phase Rush. So the speed up ability and the extra, probably with the sorceries, masteries, just very important for him to be in the river for that fight, especially to deal all the excess damage. Second game in a row with an Infernal Dragon is the first one coming up. That is now live. So last game was not very important until it was very important on the side of GG. After they were able to get a kill bot lane, they were able to transition that into a dragon, and that, you know, progressed their acceleration to their win. We will see how much you know, effort and importance each of these teams put on the fact that it's an Infernal for this game as well. And Malphite, first item Bramble Vest into Mage Gragas. He does magic damage, my friend. And so does Echo. Okay. So, I mean, I guess for the Set, I mean, I know it does the anti-heal reduction, and, you know, but Set with the control, because he's Set, he's going to take the first dragon. Interesting item choices this game. I mean, if you want to, I guess, I know Gragas is going to be healing, but I don't know. This seems kind of weird to get the Grievous Wounds on Bramble Vest so early. But to each his own, as we move on to this, as the CS level is looking pretty decent for the people here at 6.5 minutes. Oh, there's a teleport? And Malphite level 6, and this has been a, oh my gosh, Seraphine Charm as well. Gragas ultimate means Malphite's gonna have to flash ult. I can't believe we have this many people, and there is Set. He's gonna pull, he's gonna go for the rupture. Nope, Ashe is gonna take that one. There's a great punch on the side of Set, finishing that one off. Can Jinx finish this one out? And Malphite's like, okay, I hit 6, I hit teleport, I hit R. I am Rockman. This is my job. As we now see Seraphine landing, and there is Udyr as everyone's trying to lay down. Echo is negative teleport, and looks like Udyr, he's going to get flash his way out. As now Jinx is the one taking tower shots. As that tower dive with absolutely terrible. Echo teleport in the back, finally decides to use it, and now he's going to get one. Can he get a second? His Karma's going to go for the root, but it doesn't particularly matter because there's the stair, and Echo's trying to get it. Set's going to dunk here as well. There's the pull in onto the Jinx. He's going to try and finish her way off of. Nope, Echo's going to take that one as well. So this game is now 4-2 with the Dragon going in favor of TDK. They are looking so much better here in Game 2 than they did in Game 1. The play that started it all came from GG was the Malphite go button, and it went beautifully until the Gragas teleport and the barrel exploded the team, separating everything well, and now it's looking way in favor of the side of TDK. They have the tempo, they have the kills on the right people, they didn't really die. You know, I mean, tower plates are tower plates at the moment, but very impressive comeback so far on the side of TDK here. Ashe going to throw out. We will see. I mean, Ashe is pretty low, but Braum's got a shield. Even if Jinx were to hit 6 and try and rock it, it's not going to mean anything in particular. As Malphite's going to back the top line. Seraphine lands a double stun. Q damage out. And there's the pull back from the Q. Echo, it's Phase Rush, right? Phase Rush, Phase Dive, Chrono Break, Time Wind. I'm saying his name's wrong, spelled name's wrong. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm going to call him Phase Rush when it's Phase Dive with the E. Chrono Break's obviously when it goes back in time. Chrono Shift is, Zillion ult, so throw everything in there. Well, we have a 1,000 gold lead for TDK at 10 minutes. As the top laners are slapping each other. Getting some grass procs off. Braum going to go in here. Misses the Q. Does step on the trap. We have the gold totals on the bottom of your screen if you want to read them. Luckily, this game I don't have to track any, infinite stats. So that's nice. As Udyr's maybe looking for a gank up here in the top lane. As that's just going to be strip. Great toss. Gragas toss. Stop the bear from coming in. Not going to be able to finish. Malphite's finished this one off. He drops another barrel trying to slow everything down. But that is just too much CC on the side of, the bear and the Malphite ultimate. So he is going to drop in the top lane. Couldn't escape that with no flash. Seraphine's going to clear this out. Maybe they'll look to take Shelly. Probably won't, though, because they're clearing out some wards. And we will go back to items because they're more fun to look at than numbers. That's not actually true. They're prettier pictures, though. Numbers can't really they show you some total, but not enough of the information. As fighting goes down here in the bot lane, Fizz mid, please, clearing out the pink ward, drops the shield. As Seraphine, Udyr, and Malphite take the Shelly because, let's look at Braum killing a ward instead of Udyr picking up the Rift Herald. Where he takes that, nobody knows. It is 1 tower plate apiece for each team. And we will see how that works as Malphite is probably going to die here. And Gragas gets his ultimate up. That's not going to happen. As there's the slow, there's the auto, there's the empowered W. And body slam, walk through the minions. Oh, Comet fix, did not walk through the minions. Death fire rocket! Oh! No. Sadly, that is a miss on the side of Jinx, but that was an excellent attempt on the side of Jeremy. As we now have Gragas backing. Thanks for showing me that recall. I mean, it's really good in skin and music combination combo with the that it's like with the music as Q's coming out, snares going in, and there's the Ashe arrow in onto Karma. And no follow-up from Braum because he's too busy clearing wards. Also, don't really know if they wanted to dive that. Probably would have had to go pretty far, especially through the traps that are set up by the Jinx. So, pretty good disengage coming out on the side of GG. Set is started up Dragon number 2. Gragas has walked his way down here. And there is the Braum ultimate now, and that's flash out by Karma. So, bot lane has burnt both their ultimates. So make sure that they set up properly for this Dragon, as I keep fading back up and forth between bot and Dragon, because this is going to be pretty easy here for the set. He didn't have to worry about a single thing, as Malphite's getting tower plates in the top lane. Jinx is sort of push in here. Udyr is clearing jungle, so... Gragas trying to rush top. Oh, flash in, and there's the exhaust trying to land the autos into the stun, but Ashe is too far away because it's on empowered shield on the side of Karma, drops the exhaust on Ashe, so that's not going to be enough as Q goes too far. and that goes away. Here, as we go to the top laners, they're going to have the tank fight here as a level 9 to level 9, and here comes Echo trying to get the stun as well. Does go for the Malphite ult right into it, and he's going to throw in, and here comes Udyr. Great Gragas ult separates the carriers, and he's trying to do CC everyone down. So now Phoenix Dance Udyr going to happen through, and he's going to slap everything, but he's go back in time and kills the Udyr. No, flash out, and double flash is actually Jinx going to take set down in the bot lane as we see Echo takes down Udyr top lane. He's going to die to a tower shot, but now we go back to the tanks. They were fighting off the entire time as Gragas and Malphite end up, and it looks like we have Karma down here by herself versus the Ashe and Braum. Set died down here in the gank as well as Seraphine stayed mid to take tower plates. So we have, 2 tower plates here, 3 taking top lane. Seraphine's going to get, how many in mid lane? 2 in mid lane? Okay. Too much is happening. I wish I had the ability to do A, dual camera, and B, zoom out further so I could have, dual image the top and bottom fight. Too much action happened, and then we sort of just missed everything there. But I think, how is, they must have, Set must have had a shutdown on him. Echo must have been shut down because, well, that's oh my gosh, and Echo's going to come in here with the stun, but I think the bear, didn't get the charge off, they're going to try and finish off Echo. Great charm ultimate as Echo's, tries to finish someone off, but Udyr is out of there. As we have actual, Ashe Arrow. So we have Ashe Arrow and Jinx Rocket to pay attention to on the side. That is mid tower does drop with the help of Shelly for the side of GG. And they've actually taken the lead in gold. They have the gold lead now. They're down 2 kills, but I think the shutdown golds came over onto the right people as Jinx picked, I think, a shutdown gold on Set. And then Udyr got one on the Echoes. So that means that they're going to be higher up when finished likely. So we will see how the next go. Next dragon fight is in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. As we now have straight hardcore auto attacks. So 2 minutes. So dragon clearing out some wards. As you can see, the top laner and jungler's CS is a little bit lower than last game. Comparatively, and I'm going to say that's going to be a lot due to the fact that they have been fighting all the time. Teleport's been used to, not be in lane getting CS, but more or less to help fight down in the bot lane. As the mid laners have now gone bot lane, and the bot laners have now gone mid to just try and control that and push on in. So we'll see how Echo versus Seraphine in the 1v1 on the bot goes versus the Karma Jinx here in the mid lane versus the Ashe Braum. I don't think that particularly changes a whole lot of things, but it does mean that the river control does favor right now TDK, and with river control being so important, particularly for the third dragon, and it being ocean this time, where they're just going to be able to keep their sustain going and going and going. The fact that slightly ahead in gold at the moment for Guardians is not going to matter if they do not prevent getting all of the dragons. So Udyr coming in here, he's going to Tiger Stance away a couple of wards, and maybe you look to get this blue buff here with the help of Karma. But in comes Echo. There's the Ashe Arrow into the Echo stun, and he's just going to be absolutely trying to take on through. And there's the Braum ultimate as well as Bear Stance trying to run away. Echo's going to protobelt in, trying to finish the run off. He's trying to finish the run off, and it looks like I have a frozen screen. Okay, we're back into it. Okay, now there's Set getting the pull. Is everything Seraphine's going to Jinx Rock is not going to be enough. He's going to flash off. It's going to fail. Why are we going back to the top lane? Because it looks like Mystic Wave is going to dive to the Malphite. There's a Gragas ult. Not going to matter as Jinx is now going to be slowed by the Ashe. She's going to be double kill for the Ashe with the slows there coming on out. And Udyr did live, and so did Karma. But Seraphine and the carries died. So that means TDK is going to win the fight. TDK wins the fight, everyone. Hopefully we caught all that, because it cut to the wrong thing at the wrong time. So Karma now going to shield, try and go Q, clear out some minions, try and prevent this tower from dropping as Malphite's going to be pushing in. Udyr gets a nice ward onto the dragon to try and prevent it, get himself a teleport or lose ward. Okay, Malphite has taken off the top tower. He's going to back, and they're going to be able to place a ward and finish the one. We have pings going on. Dragon has been started. They're clearing out the pink ward. And Karma's looking to prevent the Brand from bracking. Udyr's looking to go in here, but there's just too much slow, and there's a nice area effect stun on the side of Echo, but no, he's going to have to go back in time and everything. Grog is teleported as well. It's body slammed over, and it looks like Set does not care. He's going to focus in on the Dragon. Can Godless go in there still? He is not. Set's going to be able to take that one. He's going to die for it, but that's going to be 3 Dragons over the side of TDK. Ash Arrow does land on one with the slow. Karma goes in for the power, but it looks like Echo's going to get doubles, triple stun actually, sorry, and the slow's coming out of the side of everything. His Malphite's going to take down one more count against the triple knockout, but the ultimate, they're unstoppable, and the side of Karma and Seraphine is speeding up and healing everyone and shielding. It's going to be so much damage, shut down, and Udyr takes down Ash. Seraphine's going to be able to take down that one. And with all 5 members up alive after that team fight, it's looking pretty good here for the side of Guardian Gaming, because they're up 11-9 in kills. They're up 2-0 in towers. They're technically up 31 to 27.5k in gold. The only problem is they've given away 3 dragons, and in 4 minutes, that could really mean the end of this game. Echo coming in here and trying to proto belt in, goes into the Karma, nice stun into the root, and they're going to be able to slide their way on out. Shelly number 2. Oh, Jinx, you got hit by the Braum Q, and there's one root. There's the Braum ultimate. Flash out on the side of Jinx, so probably wouldn't have died if he got hit by that, but definitely wasn't going to risk it. So no Biscuit. I guess Biscuit, if you live, I don't know, that's probably a bad example. You're still poking your head around the Rift Herald when you don't need to be. You don't need to be here. Your jungler's not here. Your team fight's not set up. What are you doing? Just go clear minions. Or if you're Daniel and Knight fan, you're like, yeah, keep poking your head around there. Keep sticking your neck out. We'll get you next time. You poke your head out around the tree one more time and pop! That's the goal here. So 20 minutes in. Looking very nice. We'll go back to the items. Everyone's got their mythic on. There's the Frozen Fist. And that's actually coming out on the side of Gragas. Frostfire Gauntlet. Frozen Fist. That's what it is. Frozen Fist. I could care less what the real name is. And Malphite, we do have the Sunfire Aegis coming out for him. Chem Tank on the side of Udyr. And do we really have an Eclipse? Interesting Eclipse. Thought maybe go Gore Drinker, but no. Set going with the Eclipse. It's Kraken Slayer for the Jinx. Protobell, of course, on the Echo. Immortal Shield Bow on Ash. Locket for Braum, very nice choice, and we do see the Moonstone Renewer. We'll probably get the speed up little item here coming up. Malphite looking to lead these minions in, and he's gonna die. Oh, flash his way out of that one, very nice. As Udyr is pushing down here in the bot lane, and Seraphine clears up top, so they haven't lost the tower yet. On the side, and they're gonna go in. Karma Q. Goes for the root. Let's see if they go and do damage. And does go for the Braum ultimate. Set comes in for the pull. Pulls 2 people, but gets stunned. And there's the teleport coming in from Seraphine. Malphite does for the double knockup. We'll see if Set just drops with the shield. Seraphine ult is going to land onto the Gragas. Does go for the root. Not going to happen. There's more slapping happening on the side of Udyr. Those stuns are ridiculous from the Bearman Pig as they takes down the laner there and run away with red buff as well as their prize. So 2 kills over to the side of GG. In the 4v3, or 5, I guess technically 5v4? Did Seraphine show up before the one person died? So they do have a much better Baron this game than they did in game number 1 where they baited the team fight. It is just Ash, Braum, and Echo, but Ash Arrow into Echo stun could be absolutely devastating if TDK can line it up right. There's Echo going in for the convergence stun, and he's actually doesn't get off anything. Ash Arrow does land on the Seraphine. He's trying to lay down the damage. Braum coming over the wall as Jinx is backed off, gets one, auto attack, King lands another, but there's the slow. Boomers is going to blast cone his way out of there. Set's looking as well as Udyr's running in form, but we have 30 seconds till Dragon, and that is the prize on the map. It's so big. It's so juicy. It's like, you know, when you're at the grocery store and you're picking out your fruit and you're like, I want the biggest, juiciest piece of fruit that I can get. And it's right here. It's so full of water. It's the ocean drake. I mean, we're talking like the biggest watermelon here. It's all about how much juice you can squeeze out of this next dragon fight here in 10 seconds. Come on, let's get pumped, everyone. Everyone start clapping your hands. Slow clapping. We want the dragon. Okay. They're dropping the Rift Herald top lane. And they're just going to hand over the dragon to try and do Baron. Man, I wanted a super awesome fight. Okay. Look how slow they're going. Oh my gosh. We're only not at halfway yet. Okay. Malphite does have teleport. And they're disengaging. Set is at like a quarter health. There's a teleport for Malphite. Echo's been caught on the side. And he's going to have to try and get a stun in from the Echo into the root from the Seraphine. He's going to have to go back in time to try and heal up all the damage. He's going to have to escape. There's the Ash Arrow. That's a miss. Okay. But there's the second charge out of Shelly number 2 in the top lane. And everything's going back to normal. Back and by. Cleared out wards. So, we'll repeat again in 4 minutes. Will TDK go for the risk it? Will they go for Baron? Use Baron or Dragon to bait for Baron? Will they just push in and take this tower? Hopefully we'll find out here soon. Malphite, are you just going to ult the Braum? Because you could. I mean, that'd be silly, but you could. Udyr, can you run any faster? Echo? Yes, you can. What? There's nothing to look at. Let's launch some back animations. There we go. Nice. Gragas. Oktoberfest. Polka music. Man, Riot Games is great. Like, they don't do the client, like, particularly, like, at an A level, but their music and art departments are just some of the best in the genre here. So, okay, we're at 25 minutes and 14-9 in kills with a 4,000 gold lead in favor of Guardian Gaming here. But they do have to like be super worried about the dragons giving up Ocean Soul over to the other team. No one has picked up any anti-heal yet other than the 2 Bramble Vests on the side of the tank and the tanks. Oh, goes Malphite in onto the Ash of the Seraphine ultimate. That's going to be a dead 80 carry with the Jinx Rocket coming in for extra damage as there's a teleport in on the side of Echo. I don't think it's going to particularly matter. It's because the damage is done. And that's going to be dropped. Another one. Seth's trying to take everything up. He's going to dunk into the backline, but he dies before he can actually finish it. And this hard engage on the side of GG just absolutely obliterates TDK. And it looks like they're going to be picking up Baron for the extra bonus prize.
Yes.
And with Baron, some are going to back, some are going to push in. They will still have Baron for when the next dragon spawns. Oof. That was just like the right spot at the right time on the side of Guardian Gaming here. Getting that pick off onto Ash, and just the great ward placement as well. To see the Ash just step like one step too far away from the support and the jungler, stuck in the middle of the conga line that they had going around that corner, the bend there, and just Malphite ult into bear stun, and then we're gonna slap the Braum who's gonna have to flash here as they're pushing in with the Baron empowered minions in the bot lane and the mid lane here. And I think they just want to set up, they want to sort of siege with this here and make sure that the minions do the work here onto the towers, and then they go to take in the dragon. They want to control the bottom half of this map. They could probably care less what happens in the top half as they're looking to make sure they set up all the the vision and controls. Karma's actually the one here on the side pushing in the minion wave with Malphite down in the bot lane. Malphite ultimate is back up. Seraphine does get a nice root into some Qs and nice damage coming out on the side of the mid laner from GG. Malphite has finished off 1 tower. Who's going to go down the match? It looks like it's going to be Echo as finishes one off as more damage is coming out, trying to make sure this Baron-empowered cannon here does not focus the tower as they're finishing this one off. And there's the slow and finishing off. There's the Karma-empowered shield here with the help of the Baron minions. They will be taking this. We are 20 seconds till Dragon, everyone. 20 seconds till Dragon. Now, we didn't start. They tried to, disengage and fight it, but it looks like we will probably having a fight for this one. Will Echo does not have teleport. It's backing now as they're going to blast cone their way over. There are lots of pink wards. Are they going to try mid lane for Dragon? Seraphine does land a slow, but nothing coming else out from that. Ashe is pushing in mid lane, so they're just going to trade mid lane tier 1 for Dragon. It's only the second Ocean Soul on the side of GG, so I think this is a good trade if you're TDK. You're not going to want to fight this just like they have Baron. Just let them get the Dragon, get the gold. They're not pushing in waves with Baron. They, while taking the Dragon, that means they weren't taking towers. They only got 2 towers with it. I wasn't paying attention to the gold lead. So Baron power play so far, I'm going to say, is plus 2,000. They were, 4,000 up? Now they're 6,500 up. So we'll say 2.5 thousand. When we get to the end of the Baron power play, we'll just say a nice 3,000 unless some kills happen here and another tower take for GG. Best I can do for your Baron power play. Okay, TDK, what do you do? Just keep pushing out your, your waves here. You gave up the last 2 dragons. One was, tried the bait for Baron. I think that was a good attempt. You just didn't have the damage. I think it was okay. Now you got to set up the next one. You got to think that Baron's coming up in 2:45. Dragon's coming up in 4 minutes. You can't necessarily do that play again. I don't know if you can give up a 3rd Ocean Dragon. I mean, you can, but that regen is just going to be absolutely ridiculous, and I don't see really anyone that's started to pick up Grievous Wounds yet, other than the no Ignite on their team either, so no one has Ignite. So the Grievous Wounds definitely going to be purchased on the side of TDK here. We do have the Runaans, and we're building into probably an IE on the side of Ashe, but after that I want to see some that coming out on the side. We do have the 1 Thornmail and the 1 Bramble Vest. Nothing else. We have, GG here sitting in a bush. As everyone was walking around in groups now. Karma just power run. Seraphine off by her lonesome. She's gonna, magic her float herself away on her little mini stage there. Baron has gone, so it's at, so 6. Yeah. We'll say 2.5 to 3,000, like I said. That's what I predicted a few minutes ago. It looks like we'll top laner versus mid laner, as Echo is going to get the stun and the shield. Malphite really just doesn't seem to care, though. He is 3 items to 2, so he is a pretty tanky mech guy. And now we're running around the jungle. This is all the macro game right now. Wave manipulation, get the waves pushing where you want them and where you need them to be. Barons in 1 minute. If you get a pick, rewards are so important. We have a, really good job here on the side of, GG trying to get as many pink wards out as possible. And, on the side of TDK, also I've seen their pink wards be dropped as well, clearing out the vision. Trying to help them out, trying to get everything done. As we see, all the sweepers and ward trinkets have been burnt so far recently, as we do see some backs coming on through. Okay. So, Baron is happening. 10 seconds, vision being cleared out. Ashe does not want to be the first one through. Set waiting here with Gragas and Braum right behind. And we're going to meet in the same corridor. And there's the Malphite ult, but it only hits 2 in the Seraphine. Gragas ultimate pushes everyone away. But Set looks to finish off the damage. The Echoes maybe dive into the backline, but it's not going to happen. It is Malphite dunks. Malphite into the backline. Set, dunks Malphite into the backline. It's not going to happen. As Udyr is going to wrap around from the bot line. And Gragas body slams its way into the stock. Seraphine is going to take down Braum, trying to front launcher. As Godless has gone unstoppable, taking out the Gragas. Echo is going to die to Malphite as well. Lord Broomers is trying to run away, but flash in on the side of the Udyr. There's the Bear Slap, and there's the Phoenix Flex. And the slow from the Malphite. IQ. And Ace on the side of Guardian Gaming. They can take Baron. They can take Dragon in 40 seconds. They can take towers. They can be looking to end the game. That Seraphine, that ultimate, the range, because it goes through the Malphite after Malphite engaged, means it just extended so far that just absolutely allowed them to just, you know, stop whatever engage. And by the time Set could dunk Malphite back into the team, the rest of the backline had backed off, right? The long range from the Jinx rockets, so and powerful for allowing her to do that. It's absolutely gorgeous here. So we'll throw this back up. There we go. Okay, we got Dragon now. This could be Soul Dragon if you are TDK. And Gragas Barrel, good attempt, but does not land in time. So we now have 3 oceans over to the side of GG. And 1 ocean, 1 air, and 1 infernal over to the side of TDK. Next Dragon, if we do get it, it will be Soul Point, but we have Baron empowered everything on the side of GG. Let's see how they use this Baron empowered play. They are now up 10. They were up 7. Technically, they got the ace before the Baron, so it doesn't start the gold until then. So let's just say they were up 9. We'll say they were up 9, but when they got Baron. Now they're up 10. So we'll see how they push in. Gragas has got the top wave pushing a tiny bit and is teleporting in the mid. Udyr has gone down to the bot lane to get that pushing. Carmen's setting up Vision here in the bottom half of the map. And this is where their Vision game has been played most of the time. It's been pretty decent to get the, try and see everyone's, to play the Vision game here as we see things coming out as Braum and running away. Udyr goes in for the slap in onto the Braum. Set goes for the punch for the shield. Seraphine ult does land on 3 with the beautiful charm goes there. Malphite gets 3 as well. That's going to be absolutely explosion. Karma shields are going to make sure they run down the rest of TDK. Ash Arrow is not going to be enough to stop this giant 5-man monster of a team of GG taking down the team as an ace. And with the help of the Baron empowered minions, they will be taking game number 2. And this has been an excellent showing. They fell behind early, but they came back down 3 dragons. They up gold. They are up in kills, and they are going to be the winners of this Noxus match this evening. Congratulations, GG!
Yeah! Yeah, baby!
Okay, let's flip on over to the post game. Let's see if we can get some stats for you. Come on, post game. I want stats. Okay, maybe not. Okay, I guess we're not going to have stats. Okay, so let's see here. Who am I doing for the interview? As we throw, that was a really good series on the side of Guardian Gaming. As we finish this one out, and Klein, I don't think is going to let me get stats, so it looks like we will be having a player join me here. And hello, welcome to the interview room. Congratulations on 2-0. I should probably introduce you. I'm sorry. Everyone, this is Star Player Angel. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Yeah, thank you for casting our game. It was really fun.
It was a very entertaining game. I can't really see the stats for game 2 because the client is not letting me look at them. But just real quick, so we'll start from the beginning, right? Before game 2, before game 1. You guys were 6-2 coming into this match. How confident were you guys?
Well, this is my second game, actually. I was brand new to the roster, the first week we duoed and then did not beat duo. I was pretty confident going in. Like the entire team is just really good. I wasn't really good team. And our jungler is just incredible at like telling where the other build is, looking for ganks. Like our bot laner just decimates every single game I ever play with them. Like it seems like we even got a pentakill on Senna. The team is really good, and I'm overly confident we're gonna win it all.
No, yeah. So coming in, you said, I know this is your second week, but and your team is fighting for a top seed here in the playoffs. Okay, you got pentakill on Senna. Talk about that. What happened there?
It was awesome. Like we just started fighting, and when we saw the triple kill on Senna, it was just like penta. With everything, just trying to get the penta on the Senna. Just because it was casting, like we had a caster and it was screaming. Wanted to get the pentakill. Like I made sure with all my spin, I made sure my W was away from the penta, so she couldn't get out of any of that. She had to come to us to get the pentakill.
Well, it's just absolutely spectacular. So, pick bands for game one. Did they go how you thought they were going to go in setting up the teams?
We look at our pick bands before games, and we usually look for we usually have like we know what we're going to ban against us, so we try to counter that. So like say if we know that my swing is always going to get banned, or our AAC is like his Caitlyn ban because he's pretty good on it. So we try to not bring our copper on that. So whenever they ban it, so it's not a big surprise, you know.
Mm-hmm. So after game one, and you guys' pretty successful game one in controlling dragons and objectives, team fights, everything, they banned 3 of your champions. You guys banned Shen, and then they picked Gragas. How much confidence did that give you guys that they, changed everything based on how the first game went?
Well, it just told us they were scared of us, Like after you just ban on our entire roster from our previous game, that means something. Like they don't want to be against that anymore because they'll just get pummeled. So seeing that, it's okay. We'll go to our next rotation of champions. We'll just keep going down to our pick bans and just forget about game one completely because all 3 of our champions were banned. Plus we banned 1 of them and they took 1 of ours.
Yeah, so as we're digging into the rest of how game 2 went, how just confident were you? Because you guys did, give up the first 3 dragons.
Well, that was kind of our plan, to be honest, because our team comp was not really early against the Echo, against the Set, Gragas. We didn't want to team fight really early because our Jinx was not online. I didn't have a lot of items. It was just kind of just stalling the game as much as we can, and then find the picks, find the team fights that we wanted to do. Because going to the Dragon Pit, no vision or nothing around it, they could easily try to get us with the Braum or even the Gragas with Alta. So it was just kind of like, okay, so if they're on it, we're just gonna give it, and we'll just go over the next one and the next one. So and when we saw that they were on Dragon Soul, then it was like, okay, now we need to look for the vision around Dragon and make sure they don't get it, Dragon Soul, because that'll be very bad for us.
Mm-hmm. So I know this is your second week, and you've you guys have gotten 4-0. You have one more week left till for the division going into playoffs, and you still have a chance at getting one of the top seeds. How does that make you guys feel?
It feels really good. We have a little bit of competition against Goonsquad a little bit in the chats in here and there. So we're really trying to get that first seed to just be a little tiny bit better than them,
No.
So we're really trying to be a little bit better than them.
Yeah. Yeah. So have you? I know that you're just recently new. Have you caught any of the other teams or any of the other matches from the division? They're all on YouTube. or at least the ones that were streamed.
I really need to look at them, especially if we're going to be against a team. Like, if we're going in the playoffs and we're against a specific team, then I'm definitely going to be looking at them, see what they do, what they pick, what they do wrong, so that I can try and nitpick something to just counterattack them, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, well, congratulations on the 2-0. Thanks for, joining the community. I know joining a team mid-season due to, schedule conflicts or IRL getting in the way. It's sometimes it's really hard to, rebound on the fly there. But it sounds like you've joined the team relatively smoothly, and I just want to give you guys
it's been great.
Heads up on that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
It's nice to be in this league too. It's really awesome.
Yeah, so we were glad for that. So I want to thank you for your interview, and I'll let you join back down with your team.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yep. You have a good night.
You too.
Okay, everyone, that is going to be it for me tonight. I'm going to be getting this game up on the YouTube, as we stated earlier. All of our stream matches do go up on the YouTube. I also have a pentakill to clip. Congratulations, Blue Ranger on your pentakill. That will be up there tonight as well in the highlights. So if you missed any of our streams or highlights, they are over there. Follow the Discord. We are getting into the end of the regular season. Playoff seeds are at hand, and every match from now on is going to be super hyped and super pumped. Tomorrow night, Tuesday, we are actually not going to be having a game, but we will be having the Demacia Division playoff preview. The division only has 5 teams in it, and in an effort to get as many games for those teams as possible, due to such a small division, they will be playing a gauntlet-style playoffs, just like Korea has done in the past. So the 4-5 seed is the first matchup. Their game has been scheduled, and that I'll get into that. I'm the Demacia division liaison, so I will be hosting that tomorrow evening. Goals to start 7:30 p.m. Eastern. May end up starting at 7:45. Just kind of depends on how things go on my end and how well we can get it done. I will be interviewing at least one person, hopefully one person from every team, breaking you down what to expect coming out of that playoffs. Other division playoff previews will be done by their division liaisons or mods or captains, depending on schedule and availability. So look out for those before every playoffs happens. I'm so excited. This is, there's different peaks. There's a little lull a couple weeks ago, weeks 4 and 5, but now we're 6, and we are, the prize is almost within sight, right? It's at the end here. So congratulations to Guardian Gaming on your 2-0 tonight. Dandelion Knights still have a little bit of work to do, but they definitely put up a much better showing in Game 2 to continue fighting on trying to get into their own playoff spot as well. I want to thank everyone for watching, and you all have a good night and stay strong this week.